Welcome to Out the Trunk with Jordan and Darius. My name is Darius. That's D's all up in your area on all socials.
And I'm Jordan. That's Jordan be writing on all socials.
This is our sports segment coming off a jam-packed division round NFL weekend. First game was Saturday. What was it? Buffalo, Denver, right? Buffalo,
Yeah.
Denver, Saturday
hmm
afternoon. What'd you think of the game? I don't know. Where'd you watch the game? What'd you think of the game? How did it go? Did it go as you planned?
uh
As you thought?
yeah,
What happened?
well, so I watched the game from home. I'd picked the Bills to win, so I was wrong, but I was glad they lost though. It's a shame to hear about Bo Nix wrecking his ankle and being out for the year after playing the biggest game of his life. I would be sick. I feel really bad for him. Josh Allen, he made some big plays, but he also was the big reason why his team lost.
He was the
Since you're
reason
not
they
going to
lost. He
Yeah,
was
he
the
was the
reason
reason
they
they lost.
lost.
Because you're not going to hear that from people on ESPN, specifically Dan Orlovsky. So it's important that we bring this up.
Um, I do think there's a bit of a straw man going on here, where it's just like, um, y'all don't like the people that like Josh Allen, and so,
Yeah,
uh, I think was it. This is one dude who tweeted. He just went on some rant about like golden white boy quarterbacks, and I was like,
I saw it. Yeah, I
please
think I
stop
saw that.
projecting
Yeah.
your racial insecurities on the football players. Like, like Lamar Jackson is a Trump supporter. I promise you, it is not as neat as you want it to be. That
That's
shit is
true.
weird to me. But no, I
Yeah.
will admit that you are right. That there's certainly a bit of a gentle touch when it comes to reviewing his play.
Yeah.
He was dog shit Saturday, just straight up dog shit. And the couching and I feel so
Oh,
sorry
the
for him, and
he doesn't
it
have a
was a
number
bit
one
much.
receiver and da da da. I'm like, well, y'all said 2 weeks ago that he had enough to win the Super Bowl. Y'all said this was his time. Y'all
Yeah.
called him the best player in the world. Rex Ryan said he's been the best player in the world for the last 5 years, which, by the way, big cap. They've been trying to leapfrog him over Mahomes the entire time, as
Yeah.
if like him winning Super Bowl is like just a birthright.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really really frustrating to watch the coverage of Josh Allen, and that's what makes people hate Josh Allen.
It's what I hated most about Aaron Rodgers coverage. It was just like people conflate. Uh, I enjoy watching him play with he's the
hmm
best, and it's
Yeah,
fine. Like I probably my favorite quarterback to watch right now is Caleb Williams. He's not one of the 10 best quarterbacks in the NFL. But like I enjoy watching him play, and I think a lot of times people
yeah,
conflate the two. They
yes,
enjoy watching Josh Allen play. And so they're just like, that means he's the best player in the NFL. And it's like, no,
hmm
there are two different things. And I get it. It's an entertainment product. But like, as far as
correct,
like driving winning, he's not the best quarterback in the NFL. That's just not true. There's a guy in Kansas City who's won
right,
3 Super Bowl rings in 8 years.
and has made a career of beating you in the playoffs.
Yeah. And so
By the way, this is
the
the same.
go ahead.
Yeah, it's also part of the reason why people really were happy to see the Bills lose is all the bitching they do. They changed the overtime rules just so they could try to get this dude a sympathy Super Bowl. We keep forgetting that.
Okay.
That 13-second game, they changed their overtime rules for the Bills.
Do you like the rules better now or before?
I do like the rules better now,
So what are we talking about?
but we know why they changed them though. But we know why they changed them though.
I, you
That's
know,
important.
I don't.
Um,
So I don't know. Like,
they voted against the tush push and used it 10 times against the Jags.
okay, all right, that's one thing. Y'all got to stop that. Y'all have to understand that there's a difference between. Okay, I don't think this should be allowed, but if you're
hmm
going to allow it, I'm going to use it just because. Okay, I disagree with the rule. That's fine. Okay, cool.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
now that we've gone into the season and you've said this is the rule, it would be
Yeah.
insane of me not to utilize it. I voiced my opinion. You said no, this is the rule. So I'm
Yeah.
supposed to
But they
not
could have kept their
utilize
mouth
it?
shut.
Huh?
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying if you could have, you have a 6'5" quarterback who's a mobile, who's a beast to tackle. Why are you against it? Like, if again, it just feels like they're always,
But that's you guys
I don't know.
revealing your cynicism though. Like you could say,
That's
even though
fair,
this is to
but
our advantage,
they're
I'm
just always
ethically
whining about
opposed to
something.
this.
Yeah.
You could say, just because this is to my advantage, I'm ethically opposed, so I'm voting against
hmm
it. But if you're going to overrule me and allow it,
Yeah, they have
And
every
it's
right
to
to
my
use it to their
advantage.
advantage.
No, people act like just because they voted against it, they should never use it, and that's stupid. That is how a
Well, I'm
five-year-old
mostly
problem
just pointing
solves.
out. Well, I'm
Like,
pointing out their hypocrisy. That's really what I'm pointing
no,
out.
that's not hypocrisy. That is
But
not
well,
hypocrisy. It is not hypocrisy to say, though I don't think this should be allowed, and I voiced that.
mhm,
You said okay, cool, but it is allowed. So
mhm,
now in the season, you've said this is okay. I'm going to do.
yeah.
That's not hypocrisy. That's how a 5-year-old argues. That is stupid. I want people to stop saying stupid shit. Like, that makes no sense.
The other thing about that game that pissed me off
That's like
is
saying the highway
the
is 60
calls.
miles an hour. Like, I personally think that
Yeah,
65 miles an hour is an absurd speed for a a, a private driver to use.
you think it's too low? I mean, too high?
Way too high. It's just we could eliminate half of highway. We could eliminate half of car traffic accidents in a year if we just lowered the speed limit 10 miles per hour across the board. But it doesn't make me a hypocrite if I drive 60 miles an hour. I voiced that opinion. You overrode it. This
Yeah,
is the rules. So I'm just supposed to jam up traffic going 50 now? Like, that makes no
right.
sense. Like, that one right there, I'm just like, is everybody stupid? Has Josh Allen made everyone that argument makes no sense. You can be opposed to a rule and they could say, all right, but
Mhm.
this is the rule. And then you just, okay. Or is he supposed to turn
I'll
down
concede.
possessions in overtime too? Like, if they vote against an overtime possession and then we go into overtime, you'd be like, well, no, 6 months ago I said I don't like this, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
lose today.
I
Like,
mean,
that
I'll
makes
concede
no
that point.
sense.
I'll concede that, but also them trying to try to get themselves off the hook with bitching about the calls, those last few calls at the end of the game. They
Mhm.
were I don't think they were all great calls, but that's not why y'all lost the game. 5 turnovers is why you lost the game.
5 turnovers. I mean, he missed a couple of
He
throws
missed
there that would have won the game.
Dawson Knox wide open for a touchdown.
Brandon Cook's interception was an underthrow.
Yep. And
Uh,
also, I feel like we because of the Chiefs and him losing in close games, it's really clouded the fact that he's choked in a lot of these games too, and he's choked in a lot of big games. He choked when he blew that 2 point conversion like 3 weeks ago.
that was
Had to
bad.
do it wide open
He wasn't bad
in the
this
corner
year.
pylon.
He was just bad this year.
Yeah, I,
I didn't realize this. He only threw for like 25 touchdowns this year.
that's crazy. Damn.
That's really bad for
Yeah, that's
for
really
the
really
guy that's
bad.
supposed to be the best player in the NFL.
Yeah,
Um, I could have like the MVP last year. I mean, I was 50-50 on it. I didn't think it was a travesty.
he didn't even
Although
make first team All Pro.
I just feel like that's I I just don't like I don't know. I
I
don't
mean, I
care
get
about
it because
that.
I think it was his first year without sorry, maybe second year without Diggs. I think that was a big factor in why he why he won that MVP. I'm not saying I mean he had a great year, but I just thought Lamar should have won it personally. Um
So, but there's the thing though, and I will admit that it's a bit logically inconsistent that you could be the best player in the NBA or in the NFL and not be the best
mhm,
quarterback when we often conflate those terms. But
right.
um and you can say Lamar should have won that MVP. That's fine. I don't care either way. But the way people
Yeah.
act like it was like a travesty, like a crime
Mhm,
against Lamar Jackson's no,
yeah.
it was close and he lost, and that's fine. It's not really I don't see y'all acting like they gave it
Well,
to
again,
Baker
that
Mayfield over Lamar Jackson.
right,
Like
right. Well, that was that's one of those situations where it wasn't Josh Allen, it wasn't his play. It was the discourse surrounding him. That's what pisses off a lot of NFL fans that I've seen, on social media and shit like that, and just podcasts and shit.
I mean, I'm old
But
enough
yeah, I
to
mean,
remember them
even
changing a rule for Tom Brady when he blew out his knee.
yeah, when he blew
They
his
changed
knee,
the knee when a person is blitzing and they get tackled, they can't reach for the knee of the quarterback. That
right?
was not a rule until Tom Brady blew out his knee. I'm old enough
Yep,
to remember when the Patriots beat the Colts in the conference championship, and they changed how they call pass interference because they were just mugging the receivers down the field.
yep,
This is just what happens with star quarterbacks. They change the rules for them.
that's true.
It's just
That's true.
not. They didn't start with Josh Allen, and
Yeah,
um,
but Brady had won something by that point though when they were changing the rules for him.
I mean,
I think that matters.
I mean, Manning hadn't. Um,
Fair.
this is the quarterbacks sell the tickets. They're the ones who get. They're the ones on the graphics. They're the ones on the billboards. They're gonna that's not new. Uh,
Yeah.
and if you're gonna change a rule, I believe they changed it for the better, and they changed it in the interest of fairness. Even though, yeah, they probably did it because they didn't like that Josh Allen lost that, but it's a rule that's better,
Yeah,
and this isn't the first time that I've seen that happen before. So, I
yeah.
have become a Josh Allen truther in the sense that yes, the coverage is. I
It's
mean, the guy threw
insane.
four interceptions. I mean, I'm sorry, turned the ball over four times, and that fumble before the halftime was just
Was fucking ridiculous.
that looked like.
If Lamar or Shador had done that shit.
Well, that's okay. Lamar and Shador in the same sentence.
No, but you know what I'm saying though. You know what I'm saying though. Yeah, no.
Um,
If Lamar had done that, they would have like people would have lost their minds.
Lamar
That
Jackson
took them
has
out of
been
field goal range. That
unfairly scrutinized. Shador
yeah.
Sanders is just garbage. Those are two different things. All of his
Yeah.
scrutiny
Well,
is warranted.
that play out of field goal range and that pretty much won the game right there.
Yeah,
Um,
I struggle with
yeah,
that because
and he has three or four of those plays a game where it's just like you run around, you get sacked for 20 yards because you're trying to be Superman, as everyone calls you.
yeah, and the thing that's frustrating is that typically his style of play is something that the analysts don't like. They don't like that recklessness.
Correct.
The new car smell is on Caleb right now, but if he continues to, you know, complete 50% of his passes and be reckless, they'll move on from him as well. It's from
Hmm.
on the praise from him as well. But I don't know. I think everyone should just take a deep breath. Now it's me losing connection. So, well, no, be back.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened.
No, that one was me. So,
Okay.
all right, let's want to get into the rest of these games.
Yeah.
9:21 on that. All right, we have what was it? NFC bracket. We had the
Seahawks putting the Niners out of their misery.
yes, correct. All right, so I don't have anything to say about that. That was over from they returned the opening kickoff
Yeah.
for a touchdown and the game was over. Uh
Yeah, rest in peace.
yeah. Um Literally the first kick, it was 7-0 in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And so
Um,
I don't have anything to add to that. What you got?
yeah, so I missed the beginning of the game, guy, because I was showering to head out. Because the Bills game ran long, so it took me long to get ready. And I got out the shower and the score was 10-0, like 5 minutes into the game. I was like, well, that I was wrong on my pick. Um, but Tom Brady had the line of the night. He said, "The Niners team buses an ambulance."
Yeah. I am not a conspiracy theorist, but
That substation, bro. I don't know.
it's a little too Twilight Zone for me, but something is weird that they lost
Yeah,
someone else on Saturday. So
yeah,
uh that's one of the sports science things is like are injuries a matter of bad luck or bad process? And so
yeah,
we'll see. Back Sunday afternoon, we got Patriots Texans at that was an early game. CJ
yeah.
Stroud, what Cam say? We give
Woo!
that grace to young players. It's time for you to do your job, young man.
Yeah, you looking like a bum.
Yeah. Like it was cute and like you
I
had a
love
little
cookies.
yeah, that's cute, but we give that grace to young players. Big dog,
Yeah,
you're supposed to be
man.
our number one. Um Cam, man, great content creator.
Yeah.
Not a great relationship
Oh man.
expert, but a great content creator.
God no. God no. He don't ever need to talk about relationships again publicly. Um,
But man, I was who was it? The Bears game. Do you have anything to add about this
yeah.
one?
Uh Texas Patriots.
Yeah.
Nah, man. CJ Stroud sucked, and that's why they lost that game. That's pretty much it. I would love to give some great analysis and flex my orator or skills as an orator, but yeah, this ain't the game to do it on.
You're just not. I mean, at halftime, they're talking about benching him. He just was new. He went completely nuclear.
He tanked like his brain, his mind was warped, like he was done early.
Young man, time to lock in. No, delete all your social media apps.
Yeah,
No
delete
more
Amber Rose's
DMs.
number. Don't go on no fucking podcasts.
No, you're done. Sell your Xbox. You don't need to sell nothing. You got money. Just move your Xbox to another room. Sell, give it to
Yep.
your little brother. It's time to lock in this summer, young man. Because
Yeah,
again,
man.
like Cam said, we give that grace to young players. Sunday night marquee Rams Bears. We popped out on the Sunday. Shout out MLK Day.
Yeah.
A little Monday off. Bears Rams. Great game. Great game. Overtime. What you got to say about it?
Man, that was such a fun game.
Yeah.
That we talked about how excited we were before the game, when we talked about it last week. And this is one of the few games of the weekend that did live up to the hype, which really made me happy. And it's always nice when you look forward to a game and it does turn out the way you want it to. I was wrong. I did pick the Bears, although the Rams were originally my Super Bowl pick. Um, but man, Bears gonna be a problem. First and foremost, Caleb Williams, that Chicago got one. I'm really really glad. I love to see teams that have had like shitty years get good and get a good good star to build around. So happy for the city of Chicago. But yeah, you can't throw that pick in that situation. I don't know
No.
what he was thinking.
Well, so
He,
we were
he
out,
clearly
so we didn't.
telegraphed the pass. He was staring down the receiver.
Go ahead.
Okay, good. Yes, yeah. So to say, he was staring down the receiver. There's debated or whether or not DJ was supposed to flatten the route off, but I mean, you're supposed to adjust to whatever the safety does, and the safety played it slow, so he kind of had to keep going vertical to try to give Caleb space to throw the ball, and that was all she wrote.
Yeah, we didn't have the sound while we were out, at least so we could hear it. But watching it the next
Yeah,
day, Collinsworth did point out that like DJ Moore just dogged that route, like he was just jogging. Um, and
yeah,
so you can't. I mean, it doesn't matter if you see your wide receiver isn't in the vicinity, you just can't throw the ball.
right,
But and Caleb would never throw his wide receiver under the bus like that, but it
yeah.
definitely looked like DJ Moore. I don't know if he didn't think he was the target on that play. He ran that route like he was on the other side of the field as it like and not was part
As a
wasn't part of the
decoy,
play.
yeah,
And so I don't know. People said he was in the tent earlier with a head injury. I don't care if you're on the field, you're healthy.
yeah,
Got to run your routes, man. But Rome
yeah.
Odunze, the wide receiver for the Bears, top 10 pick. Like Cam said, you looking real Keon Coleman. He had like 600 yards. He was like
Total,
this whole season, which was like 53 amongst all of the not for a top 10
yeah.
pick, brother. My brother, we get that. It's year three next year. You need to perform. So.
And it looks like that kid Luther might be snatching his chain. So yeah, you got to get on the good foot.
You need to whatever you need to do to get right. You don't want to go the way of Xavier Legette and
Yeah, man,
Keon
you do
Coleman.
not.
These
You really
dudes,
don't.
so next week, conference championships, we have the Patriots versus the Broncos in Denver. Who you got?
hmm Um, I'm actually still really conflicted about this game because at first glance, when I heard the news about Bo Nix, I was like, well, Patriots going to the Super Bowl. Um, but the truth is, Drake May has not been great in these playoffs. And he's turned the ball over damn near as much as CJ did. It's just that um, they didn't recover the fumbles. Um, but I think at the end of the day, they just have two. One team has a quarterback and the other one doesn't in the conference championship game, and that's going to matter. That's going to be the difference in the game. It's going to be tough because Broncos have a great defense, giving them their respect. But I'm picking the Patriots to win that game.
Yeah, I think the Patriots will win as well. But I wouldn't sleep on the Broncos. Jared Stidham is a fourth round draft pick.
Yeah,
He was in
they
the
have a
Patriots
chance.
system. And it's not like Bo Nix was
A
the
slinger,
driver of their success. And
right?
so it doesn't and Sean Payton is don't sleep. I wouldn't sleep on Denver. They're at home.
Yeah,
It's possible. Out in the NFC, we
yeah. I mean, if
got
he,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, he could scheme it pretty much. Just focus on obviously protecting the ball, but scheme it like he did last couple years of Drew Brees' career when he couldn't really sling it as well. Just dink and dunk, slants, outs, quick routes, screens, things of that nature. So they do have a chance, and it is a home game, so anything could happen.
They say Drew Brees, he said he can't even use his right shoulder at all. He has to play catch with his kids with his left arm. So
Damn.
football is hard on the body. Out in the NFC, we got the Rams versus the Seahawks rematch of probably the best game in the NFL this year. Who you got?
Hmm. Um, mm, Rams were my Super Bowl pick, and I'm just gonna stick with that. I think they're gonna go back. They're going back to Super Bowl. I like Seattle's offense a lot. They are loaded offensively, and they're just fun to watch play. But I don't know. I just feel like the Rams are going to win this game. I trust Matt Stafford more than I trust Sam Darnold. And they have the most experience, veteran receivers. Um, and I think, yeah, I'm picking them to win the game. Rams over Seahawks.
Yeah, I got the Rams over the Seahawks as well. Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay. I'm just gonna bet on them over Sam Darnold and well,
Um,
the Seahawks. Mike McDonald's a really good coach, but I just don't believe in
yeah,
Sam Darnold.
no.
They've been hiding him for a month now, and Stafford's slinging it. Stafford is locked in. McVay's locked in. Stafford threw for 46 touchdowns this year? I didn't know. I mean, playing out west, we don't get to see them a lot, but
Right.
I just think this is their year. It's lining up for them
Yeah, I
to
think
go
so
back to the
too.
Super Bowl. And McVay, that'll be 3 in 10 years. So
Yeah.
before his 40th, he's not 40 years
Yeah, but I
old.
said I keep forgetting how young he is. I
It's
keep forgetting
nuts.
how young he is.
Looking at
Yeah,
three Super Bowl trips in 10 years.
yeah, I really like the Rams to win this game. It's going to be fun. I think it'll be a shootout. I don't think it'll be a great. I think both defenses are going to be in for a long day. Um, but yeah, I'm picking the Rams to win a high scoring game.
Fair enough.